What purpose, gentlewoman from South Carolina, seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to Clause 2A1 of Rule 9, I rise to give notice of my intent to raise a question of the privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows. House Resolution 713, censuring Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota and removing her from the Committee on Education and Workforce and the Committee on the Budget. Whereas Charlie Kirk was a lifelong advocate for freedom of speech, civil political discourse, and the political engagement of youth. Whereas
What's going on, Patriots? Welcome back to Patriot's Voice, where we speak truth, defend our values, and don't back down from the radical left's nonsense.
Whereas Charlie Kirk was a man of deep faith, a husband, and a father to 2 young children. Whereas on September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated on the campus of Utah Valley University while exercising his First Amendment right to freedom of speech. Whereas on September 11, 2025, one day after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar gave an interview on Zateo's town hall with Mehdi Hassan in which she smeared Charlie Kirk and implied he was to blame for his own murder. Whereas on September 12, 2025, 2 days after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Representative Ilhan Omar reposted a video on X, formerly known as Twitter, which disparaged the character of Charlie Kirk and those mourning his death. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X states Charlie Kirk is dead, and before the body got cold, the far right propped his corpse up as a cudgel for their holy war. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states, don't be fooled. These people don't give a single shit about Charlie Kirk. They are just using his death to further their Christo-fascist agenda. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was a reprehensible human being. He enacted his political agenda by preying on weak-minded people. He took complex socioeconomic issues and simplified them by pointing fingers at outgroups, demonizing those groups, and sicking his massive following on them. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was a stochastic terrorist, an adamant transphobe. He denied the genocide happening in Palestine. He believed the subjugation of women, and in his last dying words, he was spewing racist dog whistles. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further states Charlie Kirk was Dr. Frankenstein, and his monster shot him through the neck. Whereas the video Representative Ilhan Omar reposted on X further blames Charlie Kirk for his own murder. Whereas Clause 1 of Rule 13 of the Rules of the House of Representatives provides a member, delegate, resident commissioner, officer, or employee of the House shall behave at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibility on the House. Whereas Representative Ilhan Omar's actions in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk are reprehensible and affect the dignity and integrity of the proceedings of the House and do not reflect the credibility on the House. Now therefore be it resolved that Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker, and Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee on Education and Workforce and removed from the Committee on the Budget of the House.
Now listen, what we just witnessed from Ilhan Omar is absolutely disgusting. And thank God, finally, someone in Congress is standing up and saying enough. Representative Nancy Mace just filed a resolution to censure Ilhan Omar, and I say, it's about time. Here's what happened. After the tragic assassination of Charlie Kirk on September 10th, Omar went on an interview and basically implied that Kirk brought it on himself. Yeah, you heard me right. Then, to make it even worse, she reposted a video mocking his character, saying people were using his death for a political agenda. Folks, that's beyond disrespectful. That's inhumane. We're talking about a man who stood for free speech, Christian values, and American patriotism, gunned down, And this is how a sitting member of Congress reacts. Nancy Mace said it best: Omar's behavior undermines the dignity of the House. And honestly, that's putting it lightly. We're talking about someone who has a long history of anti-American rhetoric, anti-police sentiment, and blatant disrespect for our country. And now she's mocking a man who dedicated his life to defending conservative youth and standing against woke indoctrination. I don't care where you stand politically. You don't speak ill of the dead. Especially not when their families are grieving. This is not just about Ilhan Omar anymore. This is about what kind of country we're becoming. Are we really okay with our elected officials trashing patriotic Americans, even in death, just because they disagree politically? If the roles were reversed, if a Republican said something like this about a left-wing activist, the media would have a meltdown. CNN, MSNBC, you name it. It would be a 24/7 outrage cycle. But since it's Omar, they stay silent. Hypocrisy at its finest. So yeah, I stand with Nancy Mace. Ilhan Omar should be censured and removed from her committees. You cannot represent the people of the United States while spitting on the very values that hold us together. This is not about politics, it's about respect, decency, and accountability. Charlie Kirk was a patriot, and his legacy deserves honor, not mockery. If you agree that Ilhan Omar has gone too far, smash that like button, share this video, and drop a US in the comments to show your support for Nancy Mace and for free-thinking patriots everywhere. This is our country. We won't let radicals tear it down. I'm Winner, stay strong, stay free, and as always, God bless America.